I'm starting to get a bit squiffy. Welcome to the Swift Half Shed. We spent far too long writing about our favourite food and drink that we thought it was high time we brought you some video action. So here we are with our very first review, and this one is going to be a banger. Now, I have to say, I'm a bit late to the party on this one. In fact, extremely late. This is Beak Brewery from Lewes, and they've been causing uproar on the internet already. The hype is real. Beak is legit awesome. One of my favourite UK brewers at the moment. Incredible beers, the nicest beers I've ever had. My wife, who hates beer, is already all over Beak Brewery. And here's the kicker, these guys are less than 10 miles from my house, and I've only just cottoned onto them. So, we're going to get stuck right in and see what this stuff's all about. So it's a proper unboxing, which means the beer's going to be warm. Not ideal. Right, we've gone for their 6-pack, and we've got 3 different beers. So we've got the Hum Pale Ale, the Dest Pills. The Hum Pale Ale is a 4.8, the Dest Pills is a 5%er, and then lastly we've got Parade IPA 6%. That one sounds interesting. So, without further ado, let's get stuck into some warm beer. We'll start with the Parade IPA. It's a 6%er, probably going to be my favourite. It's saturated in Citra, Mosaic and Idaho 7. This 6% IPA is brimming with fruit, bubblegum flavours, mango, orange peel, pineapple and ripe flat peaches. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but let's give it a go. Alright, not too much froth, which is not necessarily a bad thing. When I open Goose IPA these days, it seems to go everywhere. Well, it's got a decent colour to it. You can't see through it. It's definitely got a bit of cloud there. Alright, there is definitely something on the nose, yeah. I'm going to give them that one. And I'm going to say it's some fruity stuff. Alright, yeah, that's spot on. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's got bitter notes, but it's got that citrus buzz as well. You can tell it's strong, which is kind of how I tend to like my beers. Yeah, I could get into that for sure. Now I need to talk a little bit about price. Now this isn't some knockoff Madrid lager brewed in Tadcaster for £1.50 down your local co-op. I'm afraid not. This is premium. I paid £26.60 for 6 cans, which works out at a heady £4.34 a can. Now that's not cheap. But, as I said, this stuff is premium. So, it's expensive. I'm fortunate enough to live within 15 miles of the brewery, which means they deliver for free, so I have to say £5. So that's one nice little touch. And they do often have nationwide free delivery, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you want to give this stuff a go. That was great, but we're going to move on. So, we're going to look at the Dest next. It's a Pils. It's an unfiltered, naturally carbonated lager brewed with German Pilsner malt, along with Sats and Hauterau Mittelfru, I'm sure I've got that wrong, hops, before being cold conditioned for 30 days. Crisp, clean and fizzing with classic noble hop character. Okay, now I'm not a massive Pils fan. It's not what I'd go to, IPA is my one. But right, it's got that classic kind of Pils look, decent head on it, nice colour, pretty clear, plenty of fizz, I like the look of it. Yeah, it's nice on the nose. That's decent, that, yeah, I'm not going to lie. Look, it wouldn't be what I order in a bar, but I'll be very pleased with that if I did get that. Lovely. So we're going to look at the Hum Pale next. It's a 4.8%er. We brewed this pale ale with silly amounts of Idaho 7, Motueka, apologies for the pronunciation, and Cashmere hops, along with an experimental yeast strain known for creating beers with voluptuous body and ripe tropical fruit flavours. And then they've put an acronym, which is WDYT, we dig it. I'm guessing that means, what did you think? I'm not down enough for the kids to know, but let's hope the beer's good anyway. Again, it's not gone everywhere, which is always a good sign in my book. It's got a cloudy look, a bit like the IPA. It's quite a bit weaker than the IPA, but I think that looks pretty respectable. Decent head. And again, it's kind of citrusy on the nose. Might be wrong. What do I know? Well, yeah. Yeah, that's a very nice pale, that. Very nice indeed. Yeah, it's something I would certainly order and buy again. So this is their standard run-of-the-mill pack. They call it their core range mixed pack, which hopefully means these are absolute bangers. And I've got to say, they're all really, really decent. There's loads of other specials available. If you look on Reddit, there's mythical talk of all sorts of stuff that comes and goes, so keep your eyes peeled. But I've got to say, as far as the core range goes of rock solid beers, then these are really good. Right, the wheels are falling off slightly here. Obviously, I didn't consider the impact of doing reviews while drinking beer. Beak Brewery, absolutely really impressed. Rock solid beers. They are exceptionally expensive, I think, in my opinion, for a can. Best part of £5 for a can. Are they worth it? Yeah, I think so. I think you've got to treat yourself once in a while. I mean, you can get your supermarket IPAs as a bit of stock, but if you want a bit of premium from time to time, then Beak Brewery's way up there. They've also got a really good tap room, which we're hoping to get a visit to soon, especially as it's so close to them. Yeah, so all in all, 100% recommendation. Definitely worth a go. There's all sorts of offers on. There's free delivery. Keep your eyes peeled, and you can pick them up and give them a whirl. Yeah, in my opinion, Beak's a good one. Right, so we're going to give Beak Brewery beers a well-deserved 8 out of 10. It's really great beer. It's a little pricey, but it's a banger, so well worth your time. Right, that's it for today. Thanks for coming in to the Swift Half Shed. We'll be back soon. We're going to have a lot more reviews and a lot more fun. I'm going to work my way through these. I'm going to switch the camera off for that though. Nice one.